Hey guys, it's Carrie Mead. I am a licensed therapist, Reiki practitioner, and certified life coach. I wanted to talk to you about how to find the right therapist if you need to work with somebody for a mental health condition, or if you're suffering from depression or anxiety, or just feeling overwhelmed with stress and not sure how to proceed on your own. As a therapist, I get calls all the time from friends and acquaintances who ask me, how do I find a therapist? Like, how do I start the process? So I just want to direct you to a couple of places that are nationwide that can really help you when you're looking for a therapist. So one is a site called Psychology Today. In Psychology Today, you can filter for therapists by the insurance that you have, by your zip code, and then the type of problem you're experiencing, whether that's PTSD or OCD or a chronic health problem or a marital issue. You can use lots of filters in Psychology Today to bring up the right therapist for you. Now, I want to add that therapists pay to advertise on Psychology Today, so by no means is this an exhaustive list of therapists in your area, but it is a good place to start. There's another website very similar to Psychology Today called Good Talk. Same idea, there's filters that you can put in place and find a therapist in your area. And then you can also call your insurance agency if you're looking to use insurance for your counseling, your psychotherapy or counseling. Then call your insurance provider and ask them to give you a list of the paneled providers in your area. They can send that to you by a secure email, a text message, or they might even give you some numbers right over the telephone. Again, know that not all therapists take insurance. There's a lot of reasons for that, and I might do a little video on that later, but just know that this is not exhaustive because not all therapists take insurance. Lastly, ask your doctor, or if you're seeing any kind of like acupuncturist, massage therapist, people in your network, just ask them, who do they see when they're experiencing a problem? Recommendations are great ways to get connected to therapists because every therapist is different. And I always tell my clients, not every client is right for every therapist, nor is every therapist right for every client. So it's really important just to know that the rapport and the trust and just the connection you have with your therapist is really, really important. And you're not going to gel with every single person. So trust your intuition when you're talking. Make phone calls. And that's one more point I really want to make out. Call a therapist. Talk to them on the phone before you make that first appointment. Make sure that it's going to feel good for you and for them as well. So I always recommend, don't make your first appointment by email. Get them on the telephone and have a conversation if you can before you book that first appointment. And then lastly, why therapy? You know, people use therapists for all sorts of reasons. Maybe you're going through a rocky part in your marriage. Maybe you've just retired, or you've suffered a loss, or maybe you're just like stuck and you don't know how to move forward, or you're feeling hopeless or depressed, or you can't sleep at night because of ruminating thoughts. Those are all the sorts of reasons why people call, and of course many more. But those are just some ideas of when therapy might be a good time for you to invest in yourself. If you have any questions or are interested in working with me, I'm in the state of Maryland, and that is where I can accept new patients. And you can find my contact info online at Carrie Mead, MS, and then my credentials are LCPC. Thanks.